In this chapter, we will set up our first Kangaroo definition, starting with the most basic goal in this library, load. To demonstrate this, we will simulate a list of points falling in negative z direction. We will follow the workflow diagram discussed in the previous chapter. The first step is to draw a cloud of points in Rhino that will be simulated as particles, and reference the geometry in Grasshopper. Ensure that the point cloud sits above the default XY plane. The second step is to assign the goals. Pull up the load component from Kangaroo's toolbar. The load component requires three inputs: point or points to assign a load to, a force vector describing the force or the load, and an optional weights input. Connect the point cloud to the point parameter. Construct a force vector using the unit z vector and reverse the vector direction. The third step is to set up the Kangaroo solver. Go to Kangaroo toolbar, then the main tab, and you will notice that Kangaroo offers 5 different solvers that offer flexibility in executing the simulation. Out of these, we will be using either the solver or bouncy solver in this course. We will be demonstrating solver and bouncy solver in this chapter. Bring these solvers into the canvas. Let's start with the basic solver, and connect our goals to the goal object's input of the solver. Pull up a panel and read the data type coming from goal components. These are Kangaroo-specific data types understood by the Kangaroo solver component. Any other data input will result in an error. After setting up the definition or changing the goal parameters, reset input requires a button that helps rerun the solver. The tolerance setting on the solver component determines the distance below which multiple points get combined into a single particle. Default value of 0.0001 is fine. Threshold determines the minimum movement distance below which the solver will converge. The default value assigned here is sufficient. The ON input requires a Boolean toggle that enables or disables the solver. Kangaroo solvers compute a lot of information iteratively. Depending on the number of goals and geometric complexity, the solvers may take significant time to converge, slowing down Grasshopper in the process. For this reason, keep the solvers off when changing goal parameters. Upon enabling the solver by setting the Boolean toggle to true, the points disappear from the screen. The solver shows that it is still running. Let's read the output from the solver to understand what's happening. The first output is I, which is an abbreviation for the number of iterations that have been simulated. Connect this to a panel, and notice that the number keeps increasing. This means that the solver is still computing the goal. If that's the case, we should see something on the screen, right? Let's read the second output from the solver, V. This is the list of all particle points which is used as goal input. In this example, the point cloud is the list of particles, and its current position is listed in V output of the solver component. Connect it to a panel, and it reveals that the points are moving in the negative z direction and have gone beyond the Rhino viewport. That's the reason why we don't see anything on the screen. Let's slow down the simulation with the following tweaks. First, reduce the force vector to 0.01. Second, let's add a goal, floor, to arrest the motion of these particles as soon as it reaches the default XY plane. Floor is an imaginary plane in the default XY plane that acts as an obstruction in the simulation. It requires a single input, strength, and the default value is sufficient in most cases. Now that we have two goals as inputs, we either input these goals directly into the goal object's input of the solver or merge them using the merge component and then connect with the solver. We will be using the merge component because as we keep adding more goals and make longer definitions, it helps keep track of multiple goals, and makes it easy to connect or disconnect goals to try various options. Reset, and enable the solver, and notice the points move to the XY plane almost instantly, and the solver has converged, which means the simulation has concluded. This setup shows that the regular solver executes the simulations almost instantly and skips intermediate steps of the simulation to display the final result directly. In some cases, where the simulation is complex, the regular solver will show step-by-step progress of the simulation. To see the step-by-step simulation, we use the bouncy solver. The bouncy solver is similar to a regular solver except for two additional inputs: damping and iterations. Damping is a numeric input between 0 and 1 which controls the convergence rate of a simulation through momentum. The default value is adequate for most simulations. The iterations input makes the real difference between the two solvers. It controls the number of steps after which the simulation result appear on the Rhino viewport. For example, if the simulation takes 50 steps to converge, and the iterations input is 5, the bouncy solver will display the location of the points after every 5 steps, which appears as an animated simulation. Use a numeric slider and set the iterations input to 5. Reset and enable the bouncy solver. The points appear to be falling step by step. You may assign different numeric weights to each point load to scale the effective force. In this definition, a list of 10 points is the input geometry. Create a series of 10 numbers and connect to the weighting input of the load component. Remember to disable the bouncy solver before making any changes to the Kangaroo setup. Connect the points output from bouncy solver to point list to visualize the index associated with each point. Reset and enable the bouncy solver. The points move in the negative Z direction but at different speeds, directly proportional to their weights. Try different input parameters like the number of points, different vector directions and weights to get familiar with load component. In the next chapter, we will understand the Kangaroo setup for spring force and anchor goals.